All right, what is up, y'all? We are back at it for Monday, best day, chest day. And we kicked off this workout, you guessed it, with some incline dumbbell bench press. And we grabbed the 70s. Last week we got 11. This week we got 12. So continuing to go up in strength. We still weigh about the same as last week, maybe like a pound and a half, 2 pounds less. We just adjusted our macros a few days ago, so I'm guessing that I'll be continually dropping weight from this point moving forward. The question is how fast? I'm not sure, but in the meantime, we're going to try to continue to get stronger until obviously that is not possible, which may be in a week and maybe in a month, I don't know. So we did 5 sets of that, and then we moved on to these floor presses. Grabbed the 55 pounds, and for each one of the working sets we did 4 sets total. We got 1 more rep with the same weight compared to last week. So I like that progress. Again, we are either trying to go for more weight or use the same weight and get at least 1 more rep per set. And I really actually like wearing these little wife beaters because you can see the muscles moving. I can make sure when I'm like looking at my form that the right muscles are contracting and I have minimal imbalances. Plus I just feel kind of like a badass wearing these little wife beaters. The shoulders are looking good. They make the back look really nice. What do you guys think my weak parts are? I mean, honestly, arms. Like, I feel like my arms could be better. I feel like my upper chest could be better. I feel like my hamstrings and calves could be better. I feel like I got pretty good quads, a pretty good back. I don't know. Maybe that's just because I played football. I don't know. But anyways, now we moved on to these floor flies, and these are probably my least favorite exercise of all the ones that I did today. But they're feeling better. They're definitely feeling a little bit better than the first week. Like the first week, I had no idea what to do. I grabbed 25 pounds. I'm up to 40 pounds now. So we're definitely figuring it out. And then after that, we moved on to shoulders. And of course, we had to hit the good old Arnold presses. And these are tough. I don't know how much side delt action they get, but you'll see on the next exercise when I'm doing triceps, my side delts looked a little pumped up after this. I'm not going to lie. And we did 4 sets of this, all high repetition. First set was a 47.5. Second set, we stayed with that weight. And then we dropped it down. I think the last weight was like 37.5 or something of that nature. So we got pretty light and we got a bunch of reps in. And then we moved on to the cable tricep push downs with the rope. I tried to stay a little bit more upright today, but now that I'm looking at this video and doing some live commentary, it still looks like I'm kind of hunched over. But, I mean, you guys tell me, is that good form? Is that bad form? Does my form suck? I need some form police to slap me around a little bit and tell me what to do. But look at the chest. The chest is pumped, and this is what I was talking about earlier with the side delts. Like, the side delts still look pretty good, and we did 4 sets of that. And then we moved on to single crossbody extensions, just one arm at a time, super, super high rep. It doesn't really look like I'm pushing myself on this set because I'm not. I always do left tricep first because my left tricep is weaker, and then I do the right arm. And we did 4 sets of that as well. And then this was the burnout workout, if you will, the burnout exercise. Incline push-ups, and we got the dumbbell stacked up against the bench so it doesn't slide like it did last time. And that was it, guys. We did 3 sets of that. I think we got like 21, and then we got like 14 and then 12. But it was a freaking solid workout. I was pumped. I was driving around pumped up in the Mustang. We felt good. We felt like a freaking rock star, something like that. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this workout, and I'll see y'all when we get back. Oh, and then we did a little bit of cardio as well. So we did 10 minutes on the incline. What is up, y'all? We just got back home from the chest, shoulder, and tricep workout, and we were feeling good. We are getting in a little post-workout meal, aka dinner, and I'm about halfway done with it. Just a little bit of ground beef. It's like 6 ounces of cooked ground beef in one of those rice packets. we were running out of carbs. So we had about 50 carbs left for the rest of the evening. And the little rice packet is about 40 carbs. So I figured we might as well get all of them right after the workout. And also rice is good for post-workout. I was reading, I think it's like the glycemic index. And then I threw a little bit of a hot sauce in there as well. I got a Sprite Zero. I usually go for the Gatorade after I work out, but I didn't have, I guess 2 carbs. I probably could have swung that, but I decided not to because we still have to eat one more meal. We have about 50 more grams of protein to get in later. So I don't know. Anyways, I was on one today. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty fun driving around in the new Mustang. I usually listen to rap, and don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna be bumping my Kodak Black and my G-Eazy and all those guys with the new Mustang. However, I have been kind of on a rock and roll kick lately. It's like, I don't know, don't know many artists in that space, but I'm trying to think about some of the artists I grew up listening to when my dad was driving around and he had the CD player going, like AC/DC. So I've been like Lynyrd Skynyrd, and then some other people like Maroon 5, Casey and the Sunshine Band. I'm a big Beatles fan. I love Queen also. So I'm probably going to be experimenting with just different music and putting together different vibes. You know, sometimes it is a rap vibe. Sometimes it's more of like a pop vibe. Sometimes it's a funk vibe. Heavy, I don't know about heavy metal or the screamo stuff. That's not really my jam. But, you know, like there's honestly not that much better of a feeling than wearing a wife beater, driving a brand new Mustang and like getting off work and blasting music and speeding a little bit, going on your way to the gym. You know what I mean? Like it's a pretty cool feeling. I'm not going to lie. And, that's something I can do every day. I feel like I'm like a character in the 80s or something like that, where it's like I get off work, I throw in my tank top, I got my Mustang, and I'm just cruising on the way to the gym to pump some freaking iron, you know? Maybe I'll have to look at different gyms, you know, maybe I've outgrown the 24 fitness vibe and I need to find a different gym to just like pull up in a Mustang app. I don't think that's really the case. I don't think you can outgrow a gym unless you're looking for particular equipment or you're one of those people who thinks you're better than other people and you don't want to work out around other, I don't know, maybe more like working class type people. At least that's like the vibes I get from the 24. And then maybe you're better off going to an Equinox and getting those fancy towels that, you know, smell like herbs and all that jazz. But that's not what we're about, you know. We're just kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't describe myself as working class, but we're not afraid to put in that work, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta roll up the sleeves and get a little dirty. I promise I'm gonna try to incorporate more Mustang clips today. I was just such in a vibe. I got off work and I just wanted to get there and throw some weight around. But it was a solid workout. I was definitely pumped up. I'm still getting stronger. Like I've dropped a couple pounds since we adjusted the macro. So I was hanging around like 166, 167. We pulled back the carbs. We pulled back the fats a little bit. We're keeping the proteins about the same at about 188 grams. But I'm already down like a pound and a half, 2 pounds, something like that. But I'm consistently getting stronger. Or maybe I'm just getting used to doing more high reps. But like last week we started with the 70s and we did like 11 reps. And this week we did 12, right? So if I can get 1 rep better, 1 rep stronger every week, or if I can maintain the same amount of reps and bump up the weight like 2.5 or 5 pounds, like that's a dub, you know what I mean? Especially if we're getting cut, especially if we're getting lean. We're still not lean right now. Like we're not fat, but like we're not lean, you know what I mean? But we're just going to keep on pushing, you know what I'm saying? So I think we're going to end the clip here. I got to finish up this dinner. I got to shower. I've already meal prepped. I didn't show you guys that last night, but for lunches, we put together a little bit of sweet potato, some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and some sauteed spinach with some garlic up in there. So that's what we're having for lunch this week. That's about it. I'll see y'all next time around. If you made it to this point in this video, you're a freaking real one. I appreciate you, and we will check in later. Peace.